The old saying goes, patience is a virtue. Could the Cubs' patience actually pay off in the end for them? Let's talk about it next. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike Jones back with another episode of Chicago Cubs Central. And I am here on this beautiful Friday. We call it Black Friday here in America. It is the day after Thanksgiving, which honestly, I just want to tell you guys, I'm super thankful for all of you, everybody that has watched the show, everybody that has liked, subscribed, if you're sharing the network, if you're enjoying the content I've been putting out so far. I'm thankful for you. I'm also thankful for Hayes and for Big Kev for giving me this shot and this opportunity to join the Chi-Town Sports family and to create dope Cubs content and do what I love, which is talk baseball with all of you. So, with that being said, hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are enjoying your Black Friday, whether you're at work humping. Shout out to you. And for those of you that's sitting on the couch going to eat some leftovers later, let's enjoy the content. So, let's get down to business. The Athletic reports that the Cubs are looking at this free agency and treating it like a wait and see period. I was reading, looking through the New York Times and reading the Athletic, and Patrick Mooney had this to say: Shota Imanaga outperformed all expectations during his dazzling rookie season. A reminder that the Chicago Cubs' patient and disciplined approach to free agents can pay big dividends. That sense of caution is understandably not what fans of a major market team want to hear. But over Thanksgiving break, but with the Cubs signaling their lack of interest in doing mega deals for Juan Soto or Corbin Burns, this offseason might move at a different pace. Um, and then they go on to say, from Imanaga to Jamison Tyone to Marcus Stroman in recent years, the Cubs have executed quality deals at the upper middle level of pitching. Once again, league sources said the Cubs are targeting a starter from the same tier from which they plucked Imanaga last season. That's below the expected range of Max Fried, who has already drawn interest from other big market clubs. But again, the Cubs have the opportunity to make a big splash in free agency. I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to give some thoughts. So, I was reading this article and I definitely wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys and just get your thoughts on the Cubs wait and see approach, maybe slowpoke approach, maybe moving slower than a lot of you would like them to move. For me, I am nervous, and understandably so, because sometimes you just got to go all in for it. And sometimes you just have to go out and get those free agents and woo those free agents and treat those free agents like they're coming to a big market club. And for me, I guess I just get upset sometimes as a Cubs fan, and I guess understandably so, when I feel like my team does not operate like a major market. Like I said, they don't operate like the Dodgers, who just signed a Blake Snell. They don't operate like the Yankees, who's definitely going to do all they can to try to keep Juan Soto. They don't operate in the tier of those types of clubs, and that's the type of club that we have. Once again, we have a diamond club. We have a club that is one of the most recognizable franchises. Everybody knows what this C means. When you see this C, everybody knows what that means. There is not a question, not a doubt in anybody's mind who you're talking about when they see that C. And the problem is that sometimes I feel like management decides to rest on their laurels and not necessarily go out and swing for the fences. Again, me and Big Kev talked about this in one of our first episodes together, where we're just tired of not seeing our Cubs go out and swing for the fences and try to go get those big names that we want them to get. The article goes on um to say that Freed also comes with some questions about his durability, and the Cubs have frequently avoided pitchers who have received a qualifying offer, placing a high value on their draft picks and international bonus pool money. The list of pitchers who recently declined qualifying offers includes this. Now, pay attention to this. This is an important list. Nick Pivetta, Sean Manaea, and Luis Severino. So, like I said, these are all pitchers that are within the Cubs tier range. They also declined their qualifying offers. So these are definitely guys that the Cubs could potentially go offer and go after, excuse me, and offer contracts to. The article goes on to say, however, signing a pitcher like Nathan Eovaldi to a John Lackey type deal would not hurt the Cubs in the draft or international signing period. In that sense, the Cubs could view Walker Bueller's not getting a qualifying offer from the Los Angeles Dodgers as advantageous. So once again, these are all names that we've mentioned before about potential Cubs pitchers targets that they could go after here in the free agent market. So, like I said, again, you just gotta, and I know you aren't going to want to hear this, Cubs fans. I don't want to hear this either. But it sounds to me like we're going to have to be patient. And I know that's like the last thing Cubs fans want to have is patience right now. We want our team to go out and to swing for the fences. We want our team to go get a power bat that's going to drive in 30 home runs, 130 RBIs for next season and put this team right back square in the thick of not only the NL Central, but also into National League championship competition. And that's what we really want. We want to see our team compete. We want to see our ownership treat this team like they can compete and like we should compete. Again, it gets tough, like I said, but we have to spend money for that. But again, the Chicago Cubs are not going to go out here and just be lackadaisical with the money that they spend. So, I mean, like I said, you could see a Walker Bueller end up being a Cub. You could see a Nathan Evaldi become a Cub, or those other three pitchers that I mentioned: Nick Pivetta, Sean Manaea, and Luis Severino. Again, these are all potential options for the Cubs. Oh, one thing to mention: you say Kikuchi is out of the running. He signed a $63 million deal with the Los Angeles Angels. So his name is officially crossed off that list. Um, so we have to look at the Cubs. The Cubs are looking at trying to find value in pitching, but also get their money's worth and not just go after the big names like a Blake Snell or a Corbin Burns or something like that. I mean, it'd be really nice to get those type of guys, but again, the Cubs are not going to go after those type of guys, and I think that's a well-known fact now. It's the worst kept secret in all of baseball. So again, like I said, they're looking for a pitcher like an Imanaga. Everybody was looking at the pitcher from Japan that went to the Dodgers, Yamamoto, but the Cubs had their eye on Shota Imanaga the whole time and was relentless in going after him and getting him. He never left Chicago. He flew straight from Japan straight here to Chicago and literally stayed here the whole entire time. It was pretty much a well-known fact that he was going to be a Chicago Cub. Um, the Cubs are also going to try to upgrade their pitching staff and maybe even their bullpen through trades. Again, one team that we keep hearing come up in trades are those Seattle Mariners. We want to be on the lookout for those as well. Um, So the Cubs, like I said, they are willing to spend money, but they're willing to spend it smart. You have to look at the Shota Imanaga contract. So $53 million contract that Shota signed last winter. It could stretch to a fifth year and guarantee him $81 million as the Cy Young bonus structure remains in place for the length of his deal. So again, you want to be watching out for Shota Imanaga and how he will perform next year and the year after that. So again, like I said, the Cubs are looking to build through not only free agency but also through trades. So we're making drastic changes. The Cubs are making changes. They are trying to do some things different. I want to know from you guys, who do you want to see the Cubs go after in free agency outside of Juan Soto and Corbin Burns? Those are obvious names. Obviously, everybody's going to say those. Blake Snell's off the table now. Who do you guys want to see the Cubs go after pitching wise? Who do you guys want to see the Cubs go after when it comes to getting a big bat to join this here club? Also, some other things to note. Uh, the Cub Craig Council's coaching staff has already gone some changes. And they're going to make more changes, expect to make more changes and adjustments to the hitting side of player development as well. These changes come at a time when many of their top prospects are position players nearing that major league level. So Andy Haynes is one who is returning to the organization as a minor league hitting coordinator, a role that he held for 2 years, beginning with the 2016 World Series campaign. So again, as somebody that is familiar with the club as well, so we want to make sure that we look out for that. Because like I said, that could end up paying dividends for these guys. You also things to note about the Chicago Cubs. Ben Brown has officially been cleared for normal offseason throwing program. So according to a team source, so an unusual neck injury actually sidelined Ben Brown for more than half of his rookie year. He didn't pitch in a game after June 8th, denying the Cubs a chance to see one of their most promising pitchers develop. So Brown put up a 3.58 ERA in 50 feet at 55 and one-third innings, showing flashes of the ability to either be a dominant starter or a potential closer. So if healthy, the Cubs could have to figure things out how to manage his innings and deploy him most effectively, which I do trust Craig Counsell to do. That's one of the things he is very good at, is managing that bullpen along with Tommy Hotovy. Um, Again, one other source also reported that the Cubs are not trying to move one Cody Bellinger. That's definitely news to us. Again, all the different sports networks, all the different baseball networks, and all of the Chicago Cubs networks have all been reporting that the Cubs are desperately offering Cody Bellinger. But this article in Sports Illustrated by John Conahan just reported 3 hours ago, said that the reports have indicated the Chicago Cubs uh want to move on from Cody, but he opted into his deal last year, and then but despite all the reports indicating they're actively shopping the former MVP, Jim Bowden of The Athletic is reporting on Monday that Chicago isn't looking to move on from Bellinger. He said this. He said the Cubs are not trying to move Bellinger as they believe he will be better next season. However, that's not going to stop them from listening to interested teams. Bellinger will make 27.5 million in 25 and has a $25 million player option for 2026 with a $5 million buyout. He has a much better chance of bouncing back than Jordan Montgomery, so I can't see the Cubs having interest in a swap of those bad contracts. There you have it, folks. For everybody that was racking their brain wondering why the Cubs are trying to trade a former MVP like Cody Bellinger, this report actually debunks that. I believe that the Cubs are not trying to move on from Cody Bellinger. But again, you're going to hear stuff all season long. People have to write stories. People have to report on different things that they're hearing, again, even in the offseason, especially since this winter has started off kind of slow with the moves outside of that Blake Snell move and the Angels just signing up everybody and giving everybody money. So again, beat writers, reporters have to write something. So do you guys believe that the Cubs should trade Cody Bellinger? Do you guys believe the Cubs should listen to trades for one Cody Bellinger? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I want to know below. Let me know, comment what you guys think. If the Cubs should be actively shopping Cody Bellinger, if they should at least hear people out on trade deals for Cody Bellinger. I think we all would say we don't want the Cubs to take on a bad contract such as Jordan Montgomery, who couldn't pitch at all last year for the Arizona Diamondbacks, just to try to get Cody Bellinger's money off the books. Again, Cody, I think he is going to have a bounce back season next season. And I think the Cubs are going to bank on that. I think he will see some time in right field. He will also see some time DHing next year for the Chicago Cubs if he still is a part of the team. I wonder what would it take. Let me know, guys, in the comments. what type of deal would it take for you to be like, okay, I'm willing to move Cody Bellinger for this type of deal? What type of deal is it? Do you want prospects? Do you want more prospects? Do you want somebody that's a little bit more proven? Do you want pitcher? Do you want a hitter? What do you want? What would it take for the Cubs for you to be like, okay, Cubs, let's make this deal and let's trade one Cody Bellinger? That's all my time I have for today, folks. Once again, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time for me to go be a couch potato on this beautiful Friday after Thanksgiving and just enjoy my day. I appreciate all of you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Guys, we want to hear from you. Remember, this is Chi-Town Sports Central. This is the Chicago Cubs Central Network, and we want to be the voice of the people. So in order to do so, we need to hear from the people. Leave a voicemail at 773-389-6954. Also, email us at ChicagoBaseballCentral@gmail.com. You can follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at Chicago Cubs Central. We are constantly posting on all of those things. Once again, everybody, Mike Jones, I appreciate and I'm so thankful for all of you. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back Monday with more shows, more content, and maybe some deals. We'll see. But until then, once again, love you all. Go Cubs, go. Peace.